we are live. We are live. We are live. The first official Blunt Talk live video, and we're doing it. It's late. It's about 11:38 here, and I figured, you know what? I wanted to call it a night. I wanted to roll up, and I also wanted to talk about some important news that people should probably know about. But for some reason, the media has barely talked about it. Um, so I figured this would be a good time to just jump into my first official, you know, live blunt talk video. And if something goes wrong with it, if it's not good, if it's horrible, it's cool because it's a Sunday night, Monday morning at this time. I don't expect many people to be joining. So I'm not too worried about it being kind of, you know, not the best quality or whatever. I hopped out the shower. I'm in the bathrobe. I was just feeling it. I was like, let's jump into it. So if you look down in the description area, or I don't know if you guys actually have access to a description area right now during the live recording. However, uh, if you look at my previous video history, the last video I posted was a Blunt Talk episode on or video on a COVID 19 researcher who was found murdered. And it's just really strange to me that there is very little to no media coverage on it. Um, Now, the reason why it's not just like, okay, well, anyone being murdered, there should always be coverage on that. Um, but then specifically when it's coverage on an individual who's on the verge of a very significant breakthrough, as it has been put, then, that's when I question things. That's when it's like, all right, what's going on? Because this is obviously important stuff that we should all, care about and be aware of. And for some reason, there's, again, very little to no coverage on this particular situation. So, I definitely want to know what people think. Like, why do people, do people even care? But then two, why do you think there's no coverage on this? He died about 2 weeks ago, maybe. I think it was on the 2nd to be exact. And then the article that I ended up finding, and when I was aware, and when I look at all the dates, they all pretty much kind of don't come out until a few days later. So that was a little strange too. And then three, like I said, there's no no news, I didn't see any reporters on uh uh you know here on YouTube or on the actual news that are actually sitting in front of the camera reporting on any of what's going on. So to me, it's just crazy. It's like, what is the deal? What's the situation? It might be a matter of someone's interest that does actually have some kind of connection or is connected or part of maybe some of these owners or these media companies and whatnot. Because you would think the media would love something like this, that they can jump all over and push it. An Asian researcher on the verge of a significant breakthrough was found murdered. It's like there's so many different angles you can take and look at, and that's the type of stuff the media loves, right? Like that's what sells. That's what they love. That's what they amp. I mean, you even got the president should be talking about feeling kind of some type of way uh, with regards to people losing their lives right now and people struggling to get by and whatnot. And he's talking about his ratings. Like, to me, it's like something's off, something's missing. And then I look at like my episode, that Blunt Talk episode video that I did post. It's like I know I don't have like a big audience, but based off of kind of just the keywords alone, tags, things like that, you would think you would think, and I could be wrong again, maybe it's the weed speaking. Um, I would think there would be a few more views on it than what it currently has. And I know it's a new video, but I mean, regardless, I don't know. It's like, I wonder if YouTube is blocking or hiding videos and has some kind of connection as well. And I could be wrong. Maybe again, it's just a figment of my imagination, as they say. But as I reflect and I think about the situation at hand, it's like, nah, there's too many. I don't know. There's just a lot of red flags. A lot of red flags. So, go check out that video it'll be down in the description area of this video. But it's also in my video history. If you go look back, I think it'll be in. I made two different playlists that it would definitely fall under. One is the Blunt Talk playlist, which, as you see, we rolling up, we just chilling, we just doing the do. And the other one is my She playlist, and that one would be more aligned with stuff like this. Whereas Blunt Talk is just straight up Blunt Talk, and that will kind of be a broader kind of range of things that I'll touch on and talk about, whether we're talking about music, talking about just cannabis news, we're talking about something more important like this, something bigger like this. I think the other Blunt Talk video that I kind of did, that I jumped into, was how the FBI can now look at our web browsing history. So be careful, my friends, especially if you are a very sketchy individual and doing some crazy ish, and some things that I think every person should be against. But I have a feeling a lot of those sketchy ass dudes are gonna be still doing what they do, looking at some little boy, whatever. And if any of you end up watching this video, it's like, I'm sorry, buddy, you have issues and you need to get some help. But yeah, so this is oh snap, that ain't cool. That's what happens when you freaking rock the bathrobe everywhere, freaking spilling, and it be dragging into this, that, and the other, and you got little stains. I got the new bathrobe actually on the way. I obviously have to wash this one, but got the new one on the way. And yeah. I don't intend on always sitting in front of the camera with the bathrobe on, but maybe that'll be my thing. Blunt Talk episodes got the bathrobe rocking, we just blazing up, chilling, doing the do. But all right, so like I said, this is all crazy. This researcher Bing Liu, just doing what he does, trying to help find a cure, help resolve this issue that our world is experiencing, and gets murdered. And again, is very barely, hardly any media coverage. What is the deal? And could YouTube potentially be under that same umbrella where they are hiding or blocking videos that would otherwise be reaching the masses and be helping to inform and educate and show people the truth and what it is? That is the question I would love to hear from you viewers, as you are rolling up, blazing up, doing the do. Maybe you're not and you're just watching and listening and you have a thought or two, maybe you don't, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Give it a nice little thumbs up on this video when you watch it, and let me know, like I said, what you think about everything going on down below. And lastly, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest Blunt Talk episodes. All right, y'all, I'm gonna check you in the next video. Peace.